Welcome back to the channel. Today we're counting down the top 5 most valuable coins that could be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in today's market. Some of these rare coins may still be hiding in old collections, coin jars, or even your pocket change. Make sure to watch until the end, because the number 1 coin on this list might surprise you with its incredible value. Let's go start. First coin, the 1949D Wheat Penny that looks like nothing more than an ordinary circulated coin. The surface shows years of use. Light scratches can be seen across both sides, and the coin has clearly passed through countless hands over the decades. Most people would never give it a second glance. Yet collectors know that certain wheat pennies can surprise the market and create headlines when they appear at major auctions. Today, we are looking at the fascinating story of a 1949D Lincoln wheat cent that, under exceptional circumstances, could attract enormous attention from serious collectors. The 1949D Wheat Penny was struck at the Denver Mint and features the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. On the reverse, the classic wheat ears frame the words 1 cent and United States of America. This design remains one of the most beloved coin designs in American history and continues to attract collectors from around the world. Even decades after the final wheat penny was produced, interest in these coins remains extremely strong. When examining a circulated 1949D wheat penny, the first thing collectors notice is the overall condition. A coin that has spent years in circulation usually shows wear on Lincoln's hair, cheek, and coat. The wheat stalks on the reverse may also appear softer due to years of handling. Small scratches, contact marks, and surface abrasions are common. While these imperfections often reduce value, they also tell the story of a coin that has traveled through history. The Denver Mint mark, represented by the letter D beneath the date, confirms where the coin was produced. Many collectors specifically search for Denver Mint issues because certain dates and varieties have developed strong followings within the hobby. Every detail matters, from the sharpness of the strike to the color of the copper surfaces. Now, imagine a 1949D wheat penny that appears ordinary at first glance, but possesses characteristics that make advanced collectors take notice. Perhaps it has an unusual striking feature, an extremely rare die variety, or a remarkable historical pedigree. Coins with unique qualities often generate fierce competition whenever they appear for sale. Auction houses know that serious collectors are willing to pay extraordinary amounts when a rare opportunity becomes available. As excitement builds, bidding can quickly move beyond expectations. What begins as a modest estimate can transform into a dramatic auction event. Collectors from across the country and even around the world may compete for ownership. The result can be astonishing, with bids climbing higher and higher as participants refuse to back down. In this scenario, the value reaches an incredible $510. Such a figure captures attention because it demonstrates how powerful rarity and collector demand can become. A single cent, originally worth only 1 penny, can evolve into a highly sought-after collectible worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Stories like these are part of what makes coin collecting so exciting. The possibility of discovering a valuable wheat penny continues to inspire collectors of all ages. Old coin collections, family heirlooms, estate sales, and forgotten jars of change are often searched carefully in hopes of finding a hidden treasure. While most coins are worth only modest amounts, the dream of uncovering something exceptional keeps the hobby alive. For collectors, authentication and professional grading play an important role. Experts carefully examine a coin's surfaces, strike quality, color, and overall preservation. Their evaluation helps establish confidence in the marketplace and allows buyers to understand exactly what they are purchasing. High-quality certification can make a tremendous difference when rare coins are offered at auction. The enduring popularity of Lincoln Wheat Pennies is rooted in both history and nostalgia. These coins circulated during important periods of American history and passed through the hands of millions of people. Each coin represents a small piece of the past, preserved in copper and waiting to tell its story. The 1949D Wheat Penny remains a fascinating issue for collectors. Even a circulated example with scratches and signs of wear can spark curiosity and excitement. The idea that a humble 1-cent coin could one day command a staggering auction price of $510,000 reminds us why coin collecting continues to capture imaginations around the world. Every old penny deserves a second look because the next remarkable discovery could be hiding in plain sight, waiting for the right collector to recognize its true significance. Next coin. The 1940 Wheat Penny tucked away in a forgotten drawer, coin jar, or family collection. At first glance, it may appear to be just another worn copper cent that has spent decades in circulation. The surface shows signs of age, there are visible scratches from years of handling, and the details have softened from countless transactions. Most people would never think twice about such a coin. Yet collectors know that certain wheat pennies can become the center of intense bidding wars and attract extraordinary attention in the auction market. The 1940 Lincoln Wheat Penny is one of the classic coins in American numismatic history. Produced during a fascinating period in the United States, this coin features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front and the iconic wheat ears on the reverse. Since this example carries no mint mark, it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, a facility responsible for producing millions of coins that circulated throughout the nation. Although millions of 1940 wheat pennies were originally minted, surviving examples with unique characteristics continue to capture the interest of collectors. Every scratch, every mark, and every sign of circulation tells a story about where the coin may have traveled over the years. A simple penny that once purchased everyday goods can eventually become a treasured collectible admired by enthusiasts around the world. When evaluating a circulated 1940 wheat penny, collectors pay close attention to the remaining design details. Lincoln's hair, cheek, and coat often show evidence of wear, while the wheat stalks on the reverse may appear less defined than they once were. Fine condition examples still retain enough detail to remain attractive, even after decades of circulation. The warm copper color, combined with the coin's historical significance, makes it a favorite among collectors of all experience levels. What makes coin collecting exciting is that extraordinary value can sometimes emerge from ordinary appearances. A wheat penny may seem common until experts discover something unusual about it. Perhaps it possesses a rare die variety, a striking anomaly, or a unique characteristic that distinguishes it from millions of other coins. Such discoveries can dramatically increase collector demand and transform a seemingly modest coin into a remarkable treasure. Imagine a situation where a 1940 wheat penny with no mint mark becomes the focus of a major auction event. Collectors from across the country begin studying the coin, recognizing features that make it exceptionally desirable. Interest grows rapidly as more bidders become aware of the opportunity. Auction catalogs highlight the coin, online discussions spread excitement, and anticipation builds among serious collectors. As the auction begins, bidding starts at a relatively modest level. Within moments, competition intensifies. One bidder raises the offer, another immediately responds, and the price continues climbing. The room becomes filled with anticipation as participants refuse to give up their chance to own this fascinating piece of American history. Each new bid pushes the value higher, surprising even experienced observers. The excitement reaches its peak when the final hammer falls at an astonishing $510 zeroth. Suddenly, a coin that originally represented only 1 cent has achieved a value that few could have imagined. Stories like this demonstrate the incredible influence of rarity, demand, condition, and collector enthusiasm within the world of numismatics. The possibility of finding a valuable wheat penny continues to inspire collectors everywhere. People regularly search through old collections, inherited coin albums, estate sales, and forgotten containers filled with loose change. While most coins are worth only modest amounts, the dream of discovering something extraordinary keeps the hobby alive and thriving. Many collectors appreciate wheat pennies not only for their potential value, but also for their connection to history. These coins circulated during important moments in American life and passed through the hands of countless individuals. Every mark on the surface represents a small chapter in a much larger story. Holding a wheat penny is like holding a piece of the past, preserved across generations. Professional grading and authentication often play a major role when rare coins appear on the market. Experts carefully examine the coin's surfaces, color, strike quality, and overall preservation. Their evaluation helps establish credibility and gives buyers confidence when significant amounts of money are involved. In high-profile auctions, this professional verification can be essential. The enduring popularity of the 1940 wheat penny proves that even the smallest denomination coin can hold tremendous fascination. Whether discovered in a collection, inherited from a family member, or found among old pocket change, these coins continue to spark curiosity and excitement. A circulated example with scratches and signs of wear may appear ordinary, but in the right circumstances, it can become the subject of extraordinary attention. The story of a 1940 wheat penny reaching an incredible auction value of $510,000 reminds collectors why they continue searching through old coins year after year. Hidden treasures can appear where they are least expected, and every penny deserves a closer look. Somewhere, tucked away in a forgotten collection, another remarkable wheat penny may still be waiting to reveal its true value to the world. Next coin, the 1950D Lincoln Wheat Penny, a small copper cent that has spent years in circulation. Its surface displays noticeable scratches, signs of wear, and the evidence of countless exchanges between people over generations. At first glance, it appears to be just another old penny. However, the world of coin collecting has repeatedly proven that appearances can be deceiving, and sometimes the most valuable treasures are hidden in plain sight. The 1950D wheat penny was struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the small D mint mark located beneath the date. This coin belongs to the famous Lincoln Wheat Cent series, one of the most beloved and widely collected coin designs in American history. On the front, Abraham Lincoln's portrait proudly faces right, while the reverse features two elegant wheat stalks surrounding the denomination and national inscription. For many collectors, this classic design represents a golden era of American coinage. Over the years, millions of wheat pennies circulated throughout the United States. They passed through stores, banks, restaurants, and homes, becoming a familiar part of everyday life. Most eventually disappeared into collections or were lost to time. Yet certain examples survived and developed characteristics that make them highly desirable among serious collectors. Whether due to rarity, exceptional demand, historical significance, or unique minting features, Some coins achieve values far beyond their original face value. A circulated 1950D wheat penny often shows visible wear across Lincoln's hair, cheek, and coat. The wheat ears on the reverse may have softened from years of handling. Fine condition examples still retain enough detail to display their original beauty despite decades of use. Scratches and marks are common on circulated pieces, reflecting the long journey each coin has taken through history. These imperfections tell a story that connects modern collectors to the past. Coin enthusiasts carefully inspect every detail when evaluating wheat pennies. They examine the strike quality, color, surface preservation, and any unusual characteristics that could separate one coin from countless others. Sometimes a seemingly ordinary coin reveals a rare die variety, an unusual production error, or a feature that dramatically increases collector interest. These discoveries often transform an overlooked penny into a centerpiece of a prestigious collection. Imagine a 1950D wheat penny attracting the attention of experts and advanced collectors. News begins to spread throughout the collecting community that a remarkable example is about to appear at auction. Specialists analyze photographs, discuss its characteristics, and speculate about its potential value. Interest continues to grow as collectors recognize that opportunities like this do not appear often. When auction day finally arrives, anticipation fills the room. Bidders from across the country prepare to compete for ownership of this extraordinary coin. The opening bid is placed, and immediately several participants respond. Each new offer pushes the value higher. What started as a simple penny now becomes the focus of intense competition among determined collectors who understand its significance. The bidding continues to escalate as collectors refuse to back away. Every increase reflects the growing demand for a coin that represents history, rarity, and prestige. Observers watch closely as the numbers climb beyond expectations. The excitement becomes almost impossible to contain as bidders battle for the chance to add this remarkable piece to their collections. Finally, the auction reaches its dramatic conclusion. The hammer falls, and the final sale price reaches an astonishing $510. Zeroth. The audience is amazed. A coin originally worth only 1 cent has achieved a value that rivals luxury homes, exotic vehicles, and other major investments. Such moments remind collectors why the hobby remains so exciting and unpredictable. Stories like this inspire people to search through old coin jars, inherited collections, and forgotten storage boxes. The possibility that an ordinary-looking wheat penny could possess extraordinary value encourages collectors of all ages to pay closer attention to the coins around them. While most coins are worth only modest amounts, rare examples continue to surprise the market with remarkable results. Professional grading and authentication play an important role in establishing confidence among buyers and sellers. Experts carefully evaluate a coin's condition, originality, and overall quality before assigning an official grade. Their assessment helps determine market value and provides assurance that the coin is genuine. In major auctions, this process often contributes significantly to a coin's final selling price. The Lincoln Wheat Penny remains one of the most iconic coins ever produced in the United States. Its popularity spans generations, attracting both experienced numismatists and new collectors entering the hobby. The combination of history, design, and the possibility of discovering a hidden treasure continues to make these coins highly desirable. A 1950D wheat penny with circulation wear, scratches, and fine condition details may seem ordinary to the average person, yet the world of coin collecting has shown time and time again that extraordinary value can emerge from the most unexpected places. The incredible story of a wheat penny reaching $510,000 at auction serves as a reminder that every old coin deserves a second look. Hidden among everyday collections could be another remarkable treasure waiting to reveal its true worth and capture the attention of collectors around the world. Next coin, the 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny, hidden among dozens of ordinary coins. At first glance, it looks like a typical circulated cent. The surface is covered with small scratches. The design shows clear signs of wear and tear, and the coin has obviously spent many years passing through countless hands. Most people would see nothing special about it, yet experienced collectors know that certain wheat pennies can become the center of incredible excitement in the numismatic world. The 1956 wheat penny, with no mint mark, was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Unlike coins struck in Denver or San Francisco, Philadelphia issues of this period generally carry no mint mark beneath the date. This simple detail helps collectors identify the coin's origin and adds an important piece to its historical story. Although millions of these pennies were struck, collectors continue searching for examples that possess unique characteristics and strong collector appeal. The Lincoln Wheat Cent series remains one of the most famous coin designs in American history. The obverse features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse displays two wheat stalks framing the denomination and national inscription. For generations, Americans carried these coins in their pockets, used them in everyday purchases, and often saved them in jars or collections. Today, those same coins continue to fascinate collectors throughout the world. A circulated 1956 wheat penny often reveals decades of use. Lincoln's portrait may appear softened due to wear, with less detail visible in the hair and facial features. The wheat ears on the reverse can also show significant wear from years of circulation. Scratches, contact marks, and surface imperfections are common on coins that spent a long time in commerce. These signs of age tell a story of a coin that participated in everyday American life during an important period of history. Many people assume that only perfect coins can be valuable, but the reality is often more complex. Coin collectors evaluate numerous factors when determining desirability. Rarity, demand, historical significance, unusual varieties, and collector interest can all influence value. Occasionally, an apparently ordinary wheat penny turns out to possess characteristics that make it highly sought after by advanced collectors. Imagine a particular 1956 wheat penny with no mint mark becoming the focus of widespread attention. Experts begin examining the coin and discover features that separate it from other examples. Discussions spread through the collecting community, and excitement grows as more collectors learn about the opportunity. Soon, what once appeared to be an ordinary penny becomes one of the most talked-about coins preparing to enter the auction market. As auction day approaches, anticipation continues to build. Collectors study photographs, compare details, and discuss potential bidding strategies. Interest comes from across the country as enthusiasts prepare for the chance to own a remarkable piece of American coin history. The stage is set for an unforgettable event. When the auction begins, bidding starts at a modest level. Within moments, multiple collectors enter the competition. Each new bid pushes the price higher as participants recognize the rarity and significance of the coin. What began as a simple 1-cent piece now commands the attention of serious collectors determined to add it to their collections. The atmosphere becomes increasingly intense. Bidders refuse to back down, and the value continues climbing. Every offer reflects the growing demand for ownership of a coin that has captured the imagination of the collecting community. Observers watch closely as the numbers rise beyond what many thought possible. The competition eventually reaches extraordinary levels. The auction room is filled with excitement as collectors continue battling for the winning position. What was once a small copper coin now represents prestige, rarity, and an opportunity that may never come again. The price continues moving upward with each passing moment. Finally, after a dramatic sequence of bids, the auctioneer calls for the final offer. The room falls silent as everyone waits for the outcome. Moments later, the hammer falls, confirming an astonishing final sale price of $510. The audience reacts with amazement as a coin originally worth just 1 cent achieves a value that few could have imagined. Stories like this demonstrate why coin collecting remains such a fascinating hobby. Every old coin has the potential to reveal something unexpected. Collectors continue searching through inherited collections, estate sales, antique shops, and forgotten jars of change, hoping to discover the next remarkable treasure. While most wheat pennies sell for modest amounts, exceptional examples can attract extraordinary attention when the right combination of rarity and demand comes together. Professional grading and authentication play a critical role in establishing confidence among collectors. Experts carefully evaluate the coin's condition, originality, and authenticity before assigning an official grade. This process helps buyers understand exactly what they are purchasing and often contributes significantly to a coin's market value. The 1956 wheat penny without a mint mark remains an important part of the Lincoln cent series. Even examples showing scratches, circulation wear, and years of handling continue to attract interest because of their historical significance. The story of a worn 1956 wheat penny reaching an incredible auction value of $510,000 serves as a reminder that treasures can sometimes be hiding in the most ordinary places. Every old penny deserves a closer look because the next great discovery could already be sitting unnoticed in someone's collection, waiting for its true importance to be recognized. Next coin, the 1958D Lincoln wheat penny, in a box of old coins that has been sitting untouched for decades. At first glance, the coin seems ordinary. It has spent years in circulation, its surface shows visible scratches, and there are clear signs of wear from countless transactions. Most people would simply see an old penny and move on. However, experienced collectors understand that some wheat pennies have the potential to become extraordinary treasures, attracting intense attention whenever they appear in the marketplace. The 1958D wheat penny represents one of the final years of the famous wheat cent design. Produced at the Denver Mint, identified by the D Mint mark beneath the date, this coin belongs to a series that has captivated collectors for generations. The obverse features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse displays 2 wheat stalks surrounding the denomination and national inscription. This design remained a symbol of American coinage for decades and continues to hold a special place in the hearts of collectors around the world. By 1958, the Wheat Penny series was approaching the end of its historic run. Millions of these coins entered circulation and became a familiar part of everyday commerce throughout the United States. They passed through grocery stores, gas stations, restaurants, and family businesses. Over time, many were spent, lost, damaged, or removed from circulation, while others found their way into collections where they remained preserved for future generations. A circulated 1958D wheat penny often displays the effects of decades of use. Lincoln's hair and facial features may appear softer due to wear, while the wheat ears on the reverse can lose some of their original sharpness. Fine condition examples still maintain enough detail to remain attractive to collectors. Scratches, contact marks, and surface abrasions are common and serve as reminders of the coin's long journey through history. For coin enthusiasts, every wheat penny tells a story. A simple copper cent may have traveled across multiple states, passed through thousands of hands, and witnessed important moments in American history. That connection to the past is one of the reasons coin collecting remains such a fascinating hobby. Every old coin carries a unique story waiting to be discovered. Collectors carefully inspect 1,958D wheat pennies for details that could increase their desirability. Strike quality, color, surface preservation, and unusual characteristics all play important roles. Occasionally, a coin may possess a rare variety, an uncommon production feature, or another attribute that separates it from millions of similar examples. When such a discovery occurs, collector interest can increase dramatically. Imagine that one particular 1,958D wheat penny begins attracting attention among advanced collectors. Experts examine the coin and recognize characteristics that make it exceptionally desirable. Word spreads through the numismatic community and anticipation begins to build. Collectors understand that opportunities to acquire special examples do not appear every day, making the upcoming auction an event worth watching. As auction day arrives, excitement fills the room. Bidders from different regions prepare to compete for ownership of this remarkable coin. The opening bid is placed, and interest becomes immediately apparent. Several participants quickly join the competition, each determined to secure the coin for their collection. The bidding intensifies as the price climbs higher and higher. Every new offer reflects the growing demand among collectors who recognize the significance of the piece. What once circulated as a common 1-cent coin is now the focus of a major auction battle. The atmosphere becomes electric as participants continue raising their bids. Observers watch in amazement as the value surpasses expectations. The competition remains fierce, and no one wants to miss the opportunity to own such a remarkable example. With every passing moment, the final price moves closer to a level that few would have imagined possible for a single penny. Finally, after a dramatic series of bids, the auctioneer brings down the hammer. The final sale price reaches an astonishing $510. The room erupts with excitement as collectors witness the incredible result. A coin originally worth just 1 cent has achieved a value that places it among the most talked about collectibles in the auction world. Stories like this continue to inspire collectors to search through old jars of coins, inherited collections, and forgotten albums. The possibility of finding a valuable wheat penny encourages people to take a closer look at the coins they already own. While most wheat pennies are worth modest amounts, rare and desirable examples can generate extraordinary interest when offered for sale. Professional grading and authentication often play an important role in these high-profile sales. Experts carefully evaluate the coin's condition, originality, and authenticity before assigning an official grade. Their assessment provides confidence to buyers and helps establish the coin's place within the marketplace. The 1,958D wheat penny remains a favorite among collectors because it represents the closing chapter of an iconic design that circulated throughout America for generations. Even a circulated example with scratches and signs of wear can spark curiosity and excitement. The story of a 1,958D wheat penny reaching an incredible auction value of $510,000 serves as a powerful reminder that hidden treasures can sometimes be found in the most unexpected places. Every old penny has a story, and occasionally that story becomes extraordinary enough to capture the attention of collectors around the world.